Hello kids and cats, we are here with game number 6 of the ASUS Stars Invite. This is the finals, and we have Idra in the bottom right versus SeleCT, our Terran player, in the upper left. So, I don't know if that sounded hella weird or not, but whatever, just trying to keep my intros somewhat interesting. And yeah, so it is SeleCT versus Idra, and this is game number 6. If Idra wins this game, he has won the series, whereas if we get SeleCT the victor in this game, then we will go into our last game. So both players are just back and forth as far as wins go. It's been pretty crazy. It's always nice to get matches, or series rather, where it's back and forth constantly, rather than just being completely one-sided. So I like where this is going. So we'll see if we get a final ace match for game 7, or if Idra will clean this game up here. So yeah. Now, in our last game, I feel like SeleCT did not deal with Idra's harass well enough, and well, wow, that was awkward silence. I was trying to think, and then I was trying to think about thinking, and it just never happened. So I think I do better when I don't think, because then things just come out of my mouth. Like right now, I'm not even sure what I'm saying. So anyways, what happened in the last game is I feel like Idra just had too much. SeleCT just didn't rebuild. He didn't re-macro. He was behind SCVs like 30 or something. No, it was like 20 maybe, 40. Yeah, it was like 30. It was like 30. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna give Idra going for his fast hatch, 14 hatch, and we're probably gonna see a 14 pool here. There we go. So. And this is working out well for him. And this map probably does favor Idra just because it is very large. And for the fact that if Idra wins a game, he gets kind of confident, and then he can play more comfortably. Because he's known for sometimes having slumps if he loses a lot, and he has a tough time getting out of it. And look at this. I actually found one. I found an Automatron 2000. So I feel like these things are actually pretty cool. I like these little robot pets. I don't think they were pets, but whatever. Anyways, we have SeleCT scouting. He sees exactly what's going on. He sees the spawning pool finishing. He sees the hatchery finishing. It's nothing surprising. This is sort of what Idra does. Meanwhile, SeleCT is going for factory, so he denied Idra much info at all. And Idra wouldn't have known what's going on either, because I mean this is like a really standard wall off. So. And it looks like reactor hellions. So reactor hellions are very, 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 very common in TVZ. Just because hellions are good against drones and lings, and they're just good to start out with. I mean, if Idra went straight into roaches, hellions will not be able to deal with that at all. Hellions would get pwned like pretty hard. They'd get manhandled pretty hard. But Idra has not been going roach recently. He really likes his ling muta baneling in the ZBT. Against Protoss, he'll go, what is it, Roach Hydra, and he'll do like Hydra drops, which is pretty fun. So, and yes, we are going to see reactor hellions. So if you do not know why this is, how you can, if you're curious how you predict things when you scout, if you see an add-on, if you see a tech lab, then it is going to be like upgrade Marines or Marauders, or it will be tanks, but I think that's less common, because I think tanks usually come a little bit later. But it can happen. It can happen just as much. So, but if you see a reactor, it's usually hellions. Usually. Here we go for tech lab. It's probably gonna be for upgrades. So, we got 2 queens over here, a queen over here. One of these queens is gonna be the creep spreader. This is her job. She filled out an application. She got hired, and Idra decided that she would be his creep spreader. So she's actually gonna go to the next spot for creep, I guess. I have an overlord coming in over here. We have 2 hellions right here, and 3 units lost for Idra. Doing the hellions. This queen sees what's up. She's starting to like smack him with her little claws, and that got that guy away. He isn't, not that guy. This guy. There we are. And he did not like that. You know what I find interesting is that, you know, all these hellion drivers, like one of the requirements to become a hellion driver is to look exactly the same as the next guy. So it's really interesting. I don't know if they're doing surgery, or if like that's just how it is. Like, I don't know, man. All look exactly the same. With drones, they look the same, but you don't know, man. They could be different. He's like eating little diamonds there. little crystals. So we have speed coming up for Idra. He's getting 2 more gas. There's one, and the other one's right there. And we have Hellions and Overlord. So he is actually going a bunch of barracks. So I expect marine drops. That's what it looks like. He's getting his starport barracks. We'll see if he actually pulls off some good drops. I'll try and watch the mini-map. Sometimes it's hard because you never know when they're going to do it. So, yeah. We've got overlords all over the map. He's actually scanning the base right now, so he sees what's going up. He sees all the reactors. He's going to probably come to the same conclusion I did. Or a better one. He's probably coming with a better conclusion. He's going to be like, oh, he's going to make like 8 marines and then a medevac or something like that. Which I have no clue how many marines you make with a medevac before you go out. You get 2 medevacs and marines, or 1 medevac, like 6 marines. I do not know. I should find out. I should ask Select what he does. No, I should ask Marine King Prime what he does. That would be intense, because he is the Marine King. So, Spine Crawler's warding him off. With the Evo Chamber, we've been seeing Idra do this, where he'll try and help his wall off with an Evo Chamber, which I actually think is a good idea. I think more people should do that, because it makes the choke, I don't know, it makes it a little bit harder, so they kind of have to funnel in. It just kind of gives you more control over your base, I suppose. I mean, that's why everyone else walls off. However, Lings do need surrounds, so smaller chokes can be hard on them, and Zerg in general. And we're actually picking off all these Hellions. But rolling after our own base is pretty helpful, just because it makes it more protective. And we're actually getting a Spire over here. So we do have all of his gas up, and he's going for Spire. I expect to see, yep, hatch right there. So he's expanding with this Spire. And we have a bunch of Marines coming out with 2 medevacs. So what is this? It's 2 medevacs, and we have 9 marines, I think. So that is the magic number for Select right now. And we have a Hellion in front, 2 Hellions in front. And what does Idra have? Idra is getting a +1 melee upgrade. He's getting Baneling speed. He has Baneling nest up, and speed's up too. And they're actually loading up right now, so they're going to drop right in here. Except Idra already knew this, so I feel like I almost feel like Select just decided to do this just now, because he could have walked over here and kind of sneaked his way in, except there is an Overlord right there. Anyways, he is moving in right now, and I feel like he's got to move out. There's just way too much. I feel like he's been spotted every single time he tries to drop. And, yeah, so he's healing them all back up, and he might actually do it again, because, yeah, Idra puts this stuff right there, and he can just go in again. But no, it looks like he's checking out the 3rd, but he's not going to be able to. There's just way too much here by Idra. Idra actually has a lot of Lings. So, yeah. It's a lot of medevacs. We can heal the Marines right back up. So, Select is doing constant pressure. And we actually have 2 Marines on their way. They're just like chatting to each other as they get here. And we are actually getting all the Marines cleaned up. The Lings are going up. The Mutas are out. So the Mutas are actually probably going to be able to clean up all the medevacs as long as they aren't killed. Because there's still a decent amount of Marines. And with medevacs healing them... Alright, never mind. So you might actually clean these up. Might clean it like 1 or 2 up though, because we have more Marines right here. They actually, I think they stim to get out here, because I think he does have stim. Yep, he actually stimmed all of these. Wow, that surprises me. I feel like that was actually not the best control, because it feels like a preemptive scan, a stim. And he did take out a bunch of medevacs. It looks like 3 medevacs were taken out, and he is dropping onto the high ground to ward off Idra. Idra has his 3rd base up, and he is getting his +1 flying attack right now, and his +2 melee, whereas Select is getting his +1 infantry ranged, and he's not getting armor yet. How many? We have a turret going up, turret up, so he's putting turret up. He's putting turrets up. My goodness, and we have Idra over here poking in. Idra is too late to try and stop the turret, except he hurt the refinery a good amount. We got an Overlord snipe, which did not supply block Idra, except it brought him close. He has 2 Overlords about to pop, though, so he's completely fine. 3 supply depots on the way for Select. So, gonna free up some supply. We have a bunch of Mutas going in. Well, no, we're getting them. They're gonna try and peek in, except there's way too much here. So they gotta be careful. And we see +1 ground upgrades for Idra going on. The armor upgrade. And we see a factory and armory going up for Select. So Select is probably going to go into Thor's. And he's going to try and expand, except there's creep here, so he's not going to be able to, because you cannot build or land on creep. And the Mutas are actually going to intercept this and try and take it out. I doubt they will, but they're, yeah. So instead he's going to get some SCVs, which I think was a good choice because he was not going to kill that. Marines were too close. So 10 workers have been killed by Select. So that's probably earlier in that engagement over here. And then killing another Overlord. Idra is still not supply blocked because Idra is making Overlords like a pro. He's going to try and take this out. He's actually losing a couple of mutas. He did clean that up, and he did kill all these Marines except more on their way, and they're actually stimming to get up there. So Idra actually did force a scan, not a scan, a stim, and he's going to get out there. Get out. We have a bunch of Lings and Banelings. And we have another hatch going up. We have a fourth going up for Idra. So he is macroing up. Select does have his... Well, he's going to land this as soon as the creep goes away. He will land it, and Idra is going to try and do an attack. And yeah, Idra might actually clean a lot of this up. So he's actually picking up a lot of the... No, he only picked off a few SCVs that are transferring, so that surprised me. We got a stim out of him, which did not accomplish anything. Preemptive stims are really bad for Terran because it's just it's losing life, which you didn't need to lose, basically. So Idra is cleaning up a lot of these Marines with his mutas, which is, yeah, and even Lings, and this command center is still up in the air. I feel like Select is just... he just doesn't seem to have enough out right now, and I feel like he could even salvage this bunker to get him more money, and maybe make a new bunker here and here or something like that. So, and we actually have the mutas in the main, picking off a few turrets, taking out some Marines, taking out an add-on, taking out almost 2 add-ons, but there are too many Marines there, and actually there are Marines on the low ground, so he's actually losing a good amount of mutas. Whoa. Sorry about that, everyone. I accidentally pressed the Windows button, which kind of messed everything up. I should get rid of that button. Some people actually do remove it from their keyboard. So if you press it, it just like goes nuts. So yeah. Anyway, so we're back in the game. We have a lot of upgrades going on for Select. We have the armor infantry, the weapon infantry number 2. We even have the vehicle weapons upgrade, and we have the mutas going back on the main base. I feel like Select should learn from this and put like, I don't know, he just doesn't have enough turrets. He should leave some Marines here or something. So I feel like Idra is actually taking out a lot right here. They're mass repairing the missile turret, so there are actually a lot of mutas are dying here. Except we have 28 workers killed. So I don't know. Interesting. Let's check the lost. It's about even. Idra has lost a little bit more. Except Idra is on 4 base. Well, Terran's on 3, so Select is doing fine. Okay, you have... Let's check the units. We have got 20 mutas, 64 Lings, and 13 Banelings. So that is a lot of mutas and Lings. And actually, Idra is going to try and engage this, and the tank positioning is actually pretty good. So yeah, Idra's going to have to back out, and I feel like Idra actually lost a decent amount right there. So he's even more behind now. And will he be taking another base? I feel like he could secure another base. Idra could. He does have a macro hatch, so that gives him more larva, as you can see right there. And he's going to try and go in with his mutas again, it looks like. And he has 17 right here, looks like it. Let's check. He has 25 mutas, except I don't think they're all right there. Yeah, some mutas just popped right now, so... Excuse me. And, yep, here are a bunch more mutas, so he's waiting for them to rally, and then he's going to go back in the main. So, Select's main is constantly getting beat up, because, yeah, I feel like Idra could actually get his +2 flying upgrade, but... I don't know, he seems to like his +1 just massing the mutas, because more mutas, you can get more mutas, or you can get your upgrade. So he prefers just to get more mutas. And a lot of Marines here. Yeah, Idra has to get out of here, he lost a muta. We have Idra taking the gold expansion. This is a little risky just because Terran can siege tanks up here. Except Select's currently in the defensive, because Idra has been very aggressive this game. More so than usual, and he's been getting a lot of damage done in the main, and Select is finally putting some Marines in here. Actually, it looks like... We'll see if they stay here, and he's getting an engineering bay, and he's getting his +3 Marine upgrade, and here come more mutas. These Marines do ward it off, he does lose a turret. This many mutas, they can just pick off turrets like nobody's business. The amount of turrets they can take out is just insane. And Select is trying to expand to the gold himself, and mutas going back in here. This medevac should not be there. It had no energy, so it is gone. And so Select trying to take the gold. Idra is... Oh man. Idra's doing a lot of damage. I'm gonna check the lost again. 33 workers killed by Idra. 10 killed by SeleCT, and Idra is actually gonna deny this third base. And it is down. So sorry. I just thought it was kinda, I don't know. Idra has such a strong lead. He just has so many Mutalisks, and they're so fast and mobile. Like, he could just pop in right here and kill, like, everything and leave, which he actually hasn't done. I would definitely try that. That is where I would be right here. I'd be like, just like that. So, SeleCT is trying to take the gold again. He's having a hell of a time, though. He does not have enough anti-air. He has one Thor out. He's making another command center, and he's transferring all of his SCVs, and we have a good fungal. Another very good fungal. So these mutas are going to clean it all up. Very good fungals. I gotta say, Idra has some good fungals right there. And the Thor is going out. He actually does not kill off the Sling when he could have. Instead, the Marines will do it, because this Thor is too expensive to kill one Ling. Like, he needs to kill something better. So, a bunch of mules. Let's check the income. And SeleCT's income is it should be skyrocketing soon. Yeah, because of the mules. He actually missed with the mules. He has 2 mules not doing anything. So big blunder by SeleCT, and I don't even know if he's gonna catch this. It's like such a mistake. You wouldn't even. He's probably way too busy to notice it. So Idra is taking out a lot, and this, I would say this is a pretty big blunder, because if he didn't miss that, he would have more income than Idra for sure. So yeah, wow. Okay then. So that sucks. That's a lot of energy that's gone to waste. And we see that SeleCT's trying to siege up here. If he can get a little bit closer, actually he might be able to hit. No, if he gets a little bit closer, he can take out all the mineral line from Idra's gold, and Idra is taking another base. He's actually taking 2 more bases. So at this point, Idra is taking the entire map, basically. And did he get these mules on? Yes, he did. So these mules are now mining. So let's... Yeah, I'm actually still in the income. Yeah, look at the income. Look how much higher it went for SeleCT once he did that. He's at 3,000, except Idra has maxed out arm rate, essentially. And SeleCT is... Essentially, right now, SeleCT has to hold on to this base, and he basically has to turtle long enough to get his supply up there. Which actually isn't too bad, but the Broodlords are going to start sieging up here, and the Thor is not close enough. The Thor is actually just killing the Broodlings. So, I don't know. We have Marines going in here. They're going to start sniping the Broods. 1, 2, nope, the third one's still up. The mutas are actually swarming in here, so we're having a lot of madness going on here. Let's check the lost. The lost is actually about equal, except SeleCT is losing everything at his gold, and his gold is his main mining base right now. I think his third, yeah, his third's still mining, but that's about it. Bunch of snipes right here, and actually, we see that adrenal gland is going up for Idra. So my criticism earlier, he's getting a level 3 melee and adrenal glands. So Idra is getting full melee upgrades. He could actually transition into ultras if you want to do later, because when ultras are fully upgraded, they are beastly. But yeah. So SeleCT is trying to remake the space. He's, let's see, whoa. He is making more SCVs because he lost a lot there. Let's check the units lost, and we have 54 killed by Idra. Idra is actually moving right back in here, and okay, yep, Idra won the series. So he was out of a best of 7, but Idra won the most out of 6, so Idra wins the entire series. And Idra played really well in this game. He kept SeleCT in the defensive. If SeleCT could have held this longer, because his income skyrocketed to 3,000. So if he could have held this, I would have said SeleCT had a chance of getting back in it. But he wasn't able to. And you actually see an idle. Look at this guy. What a dude. I don't even know what to say. Like, some of these guys are just so lazy. So anyways, it's a pretty good game. Good series. My favorite game was probably the one where Idra, like, he pulled that win out of his hat, and he just, oh man, it was on Metalopolis. That was an insane game. If you've not seen that game, go check out the Metalopolis one. It is like, what, game 4 maybe? I'm not fully sure, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed these games, and I hope to cast some more epic games in the future. And anyways, I will see you guys later, and have a fantastic day. Ice Lobster out.